You know what it is, good people. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Boot to Boom, entrepreneur's journey. And we are doing some phenomenal things. We give you a roadmap to success, from bootstrapping to booming. As you can tell, I've lost my script, so I'm freeballing. I didn't get a script.
Free balling. It's just a free ball, and I say you free balling.
This week, so I'm just gonna go with the cuff. But now, actually, we're glad that you're here. We're here each and every Tuesday with the express joy of bringing you good information. I don't have a script. Oh man, this is funny to me.
Kiana, you want a new host? I'll take Kente. You want to trade?
Then you'll have two visions.
We can trade. Where's my boy Kente?
The script is done. And look, today's a special evening, good people. I am your co-host, Fitzgerald of KeepYourDoorsOpen.com. That's KeepYourDoorsOpen.com. I am a visibility and lead generation specialist. And my reasoning for starting this blab called Boot to Boom is because at one time I was an invisible expert. I knew my stuff. However, nobody knew I existed. So it's kind of like I was all being a little kid all over again, playing hide and go seek. I was hiding from my customers. And when you hide from your customers, they can't bring you any money. So what do? I help you lose the game of hide and go seek. I make it so that way you can be found on the internet and people can bring you that money. Visibility is important because it does what? It leads to profit. And I am flanked today by my co-host, the world famous Avalaura. Avalaura, talk to people. Tell them about yourself.
Hey everyone, welcome to Boot to Boom. Thank you all for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else tonight and you are here with us.
Uh-oh. Did y'all lose her or did y'all lose me? Am I still here or is she gone? Well, here it is, good people. That's my co-host, Avalaura. She's an intuitive consultant. I'm trying to get on Oprah Winfrey's team. Oprah, give us a call. Answer your emails. Hook her up. Right, no script, no Avalaura. So you know what it is, baby. You get me raw and in living color. Look, Boot to Boom is here to help you survive. Where? She's back.
Look, Moonshine, I blame you for that. Moonshadow, excuse me. I blame you for that Mercury retrograde talk. Oh my God, my computer snap. It just went out as soon as I was talking. You gotta love it. I know, right? We ain't bringing up all that energy. We going positive energy. No Mercury retrograde. It's all good right now. So as I was saying, we're here every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Put it on your calendars because you want to check us out. We have some phenomenal shows coming. And I'm really excited about this show today because usually we feature some amazing entrepreneurs. We actually had scheduled for today Simon Bailey, who is phenomenal. If you don't know who Simon Bailey is, you got to get your life because you need to find out who he is. And he had to reschedule. And we thought about it, instead of, getting somebody else, and we could have gotten somebody else on today's show, we decided that we wanted to talk to you all ourselves. There's some questions that you all have been asking us about the show. You've been asking us about live streaming. And so we wanted to take this opportunity to talk about why you need to live stream, right? A lot of you are here today. You're on Blab, so obviously you know what live streaming is, but do you actually use it for your business? And are you actually profiting from it? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm also going to be talking about the 3 C's of live streaming, why you absolutely must use it for your business. And just a little bit about me. 10 years ago, I was a lowly social worker, wearing my Clark Kent suit, working as an outpatient director at a mental health clinic. And I was miserable. I was depressed. I was working at a job that I absolutely hated, with people that sucked, in an environment that was extremely toxic and negative. And because I had bought into the vision of the owner, and I've always been a person wanting to help people to live their dreams, I didn't know how to leave. I didn't know how to escape it, because I had signed up for it, and I'm a person of my word. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so I found myself helping somebody else with their dreams, but not living my own. And so I was stuck. I was miserable. I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. And, through a series of events and circumstances, thank God, I got fired from that job. And so I was forced to leave. And that was an answered prayer for me. It was the best thing that happened to me, because then 6 months later, I launched my own dreams, and I opened Avalaura's Healing Center, where I have been serving as a life coach and intuitive consultant ever since, and helping people to not just dream big, but to live their dreams, and really helping them from whole to wholeness in their life and in their business and in their relationships. So that is what I am, that's what I do. And, social media and live streaming have been a big part of that. So we're happy to talk to you all about that today. So tune in. So welcome, everybody. I see some newbies coming in. Welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you. So Fitz, anything you want to say to the people before we get started?
Buckle up and hold on tight. She's about to bring it.
So before that, how can they support Boot to Boom?
Oh, absolutely. You can support Boot to Boom by heading over to the website, boottoboom.tv, and hit the button. It says donate. You can give $100, $200, or even $1,000. We take it all. No amount is too big at all. Or you can advertise on the Boot to Boom Blab Network. Get your business listed and shown around the world on the replay, because trust me, we are international. Or also grab a t-shirt. It's only $25.99. And with that shirt, you get a, what was that? You get a replay. That's it. Live blabs, baby. You get a replay of your choice. So, Avalaura, buckle up. Hold on tight. Let's go.
So I'm curious. I want to know, from you all who are watching right now, how many of you actually use live streaming for your business? So I know you're here. I know you're watching this blab, so I know you know how to use live streaming, but how many of you actually use it for your business? Just throw up a 1 if you use live streaming for your business. So one person. Jason, is that a 1? I will be. I have just began a new career. Okay.
Congratulations.
And so for those of you who do use live streaming, how many of you are actually making a profit from it? So you're actually making some money. You're not just live streaming, just a live stream, but you're actually making money live streaming.
What number to put up? You asked the question.
2.
You're probably nodding your head saying, yeah, I'm making money. That's
2. YouTube and on your website. Okay. So Moon Shadow, is that a yes that you are? Because just because you have a show, that doesn't mean it's making money. So I only see one person that put up a 2. So only one person is actually making money from their live streaming. Oh, y'all are in the right place. Y'all are really in the right place tonight. Okay, 2 people. Yeah, so y'all are in the right place. Okay. Cool. All right. And what are you all using? So what live streaming? Oh, okay. I was like, I know Jason is making some money. Like, what's going on? So what methods are you using?
You making lentils.
I like Jason's cooking scopes. So what are you using? Are you using Blab? Are you using Periscope? Are you using Facebook Live? Are you using Meerkat? What are you guys using? And the numbers shrink considerably because it's what, 17 people in here. So I'm glad you all are here and you're sticking with it, because for those of you who are not using live streaming, or you're using live streaming and you're not making money, this is definitely the place to be right now. All of the above except Meerkat. Okay. Oh, she's answering what is Mercury. Yes, the astrology lady would answer about Mercury retrograde. Right. That is very fitting that you are here to answer that question. You will be using Periscope and Blab, but you were just introduced to airtime. Okay. And that, you know, and the beautiful thing about live streaming now is that there are so many different live streaming things popping up. Periscope is irritating to you. Interesting. Okay. Why? Blab been uploading to other platforms, looking to go into Periscope and maybe Snapchat. Okay. Perfect. 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 So, you know, I love this whole pop up of you know, social media, or social media on steroids. I mean, really, that's what live streaming is to me, is social media on steroids. And you know, like I said, I started my business 10 years ago, right? And when I started, and I know some of y'all are gonna be like, what? Like I'm about to bring up a blast from the past. But when I started, like I said, my background is in social work, right? I have a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in social work. I didn't know nothing about business, right? I did not study business. So I really learned through the school of hard knocks, through trial and error. And one of my skills, or one of the things that I said, well, I know that I'm good at, is being sociable, right? So let me try this social media thing, and it's free. And so back then, the social media that everybody was using was MySpace. Do y'all remember MySpace? Anybody here remember MySpace? That's what I used.
Me and Tom still friends.
She said, oh Lord, look, MySpace was good to me, okay? Let me tell you. And there are actually people that I met on MySpace that became clients, that became customers, that became my Reiki students, and we are still in touch to this day. They still use my services, and they still refer me to people. It was just out of control. Yeah, but it was good to me. And so I started out on MySpace before everybody started making the mass exodus to Facebook. Right. And then, of course, and then Twitter came, and then, you know, all these other things. And so social media was really good for me. I'm a strong proponent of social media. That is literally how I built my business from the ground up, not having any clients. You know, people ask me, how did I get clients? That was my main tool. Did I do advertising? Yes. Did I do speaking? Yes. But social media really was my main tool of getting clients. And then, of course, from that came referrals. So that's how I started out. And I say all of that to say that I'm a strong proponent of social media, but I think this whole live streaming thing is just really changing the game. And I really believe that if you are not using live streaming for your business, you are just leaving easy money on the table. Yeah, it is the next big thing. I mean, you are just easy money. And, you know, so there's, you know, 3 reasons what I really want to talk to you about why you absolutely need to live stream. There are more, but I'm going to go over 3 major reasons tonight. So I definitely want you to write this down, get your pen and paper out if you haven't already. Y'all know when I talk, you take notes. School is in session, right? So you want to take notes. And, you know, here's the thing, and I'm sure some of you all can relate who are absolutely using live streaming and you're making money from it. The first reason, I call it the 3 C's, right? I'm gonna give you all the 3 C's of live streaming tonight. And did I lose my host, or did y'all lose me? Which one is it? Like, can y'all still see me? Because I think I lost Fitz. He's gone. Okay, perfect. I'm making sure that it's not me. All right, a new live streaming platform that debuted a couple of days ago. It allows you to get tips. See, I mean, and Tashi is speaking to the fact that, yeah, this live streaming thing, like, there's just more and more and more and more and more coming. It's not going anywhere. It's definitely here to stay. It is the new thing, and you want to get on board now. It's still relatively new, but you absolutely want to get on board now. So why? The 3 C's of live streaming. The first one is that live streaming gives you instant credibility. Instant credibility. Live streaming is amazing for instant credibility. And I will give you some examples of that. So like I said, I've been on social media for a long time. I started live streaming, let's see, with Periscope, not right when Periscope happened, but maybe a few months. And then I've been on Blab now for about 7-8 months. Okay, so we've had Boot to Boom. We've had the show Boot to Boom for about 7 months now, since October, and we have had some of the best entrepreneurs featured on this show. We have had George Fraser, we've had Paul Brunson, we've had Mario Armstrong, we've had Kamika Smith, we've had Willie Jolly. We've just had some amazing people, and I told you, and we got some more coming. I'm not even going to say any names because I'm going to just let you all see when you tune in every Tuesday at 10 p.m. We got more coming. And I say all of that to say that we've gained instant credibility by having these amazing guests on our show. We've been affiliated with these people. And not only that, but it has absolutely opened up doors for us that would not have been opened otherwise. So, for example, George Fraser, who we have featured on the show twice, because of the show, and he loved it so much, he invited us to live stream from the PNC, the Power Networking Conference, in May, actually this month, at the end of this month, here in Maryland. Now, let me put this in perspective for you all. This conference is going to feature some of the richest, wealthiest Black entrepreneurs in the country. Okay? And we are going to be live streaming from there, and we are going to be interviewing people. That is huge. That all came from live streaming, from instant credibility. So it's opened up the doors for things that would not have happened otherwise, simply because we've been here every week, consistently bringing you all an amazing show, adding value to your lives, right? So that's the first thing, is that you gain instant credibility, and live streaming just opened doors that other things have not. You can't wait to see the live stream. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So that's the first thing. Another example of that is how many of you actually know Dr. Venus Opal Reese, who actually, you might know, if you didn't know her before, you might know her because she's been on Blab. So that's one person. She's actually been on Blab before. I believe she's on Periscope now too. But she calls herself Black woman. She makes Black women millionaires, essentially, right? She helps Black women to reach their first millionaire status. And I went to an event that she had here in the Maryland, DC area last week. And again, live streaming. There were 5 women who knew me off the break. Oh my God, are you Avalaura? And I'm going to tell you all, I didn't even know who they were. They knew me, but I didn't know them. And let me tell you all, when you go to an event, when you're networking, when you're doing this stuff, that is what you want. You want people to know you. We talk a lot about the fact that, yeah, I know a lot of people, but how many people know you? Right? It's not about you knowing a lot of people, but how many of those people actually know you? So that came about from live streaming. And not only do they know who I am, but they feel like they have a connection with me because they've seen me. And so that's key. And so we already have, we already have a relationship built. It makes it easy for me to, come in to, convert them into clients, sales, referrals, partnerships, whatever it might be, because they already feel like they know me. So instant credibility, that's the first thing. That's why you want to live stream. Okay. Now, the second reason, the awesome crowns, you all are funny. The second reason that you absolutely want to live stream is content. Content content. It takes a lot of content, right, to be on social media. Some of us are on every day. Some of us are on every week. You got to talk about something. Right? And the beautiful thing about that is that it makes it so easy, to write blogs, to, have, share things on your Facebook status or your Twitter status or whatever it is, because you have instant content. All you got to do is recycle all of your content. Right? All you got to do is recycle all of your content. And so again, another example of this just happened last week too. Yeah. So I got a speaking engagement on Saturday, and it was a paid speaking engagement. And again, this was from somebody who saw me live streaming and wanted me to come out and talk about soulful self-care. And it was great because I didn't even have to come up with anything. And here's what happened, you guys, and I want you all to hear this. This is what happened. She actually had another speaker for that event. And for whatever happened, that speaker backed out last minute. So that speaker was supposed to talk about like healthy foods or something like that. Now, she knows that's not what I talk about. That's not what I do. So she changed the focus. Hear me, y'all. She changed the focus of the event. It was a Mother's Day brunch. She changed the focus because she knew I talked about self-care. So she decided to change it, switch it up for the mothers, and have me come out and talk about self-care. So I didn't have to come up with anything new. I already had it because I've live streamed about self-care. I already had content. So all I had to do was show up. Show up and show out. That's all I had to do. But she changed the focus of the event for me. So I want you all to see, again, that's the power of live streaming. That's just one speaking engagement. I got another one, a retreat that's going to be next year from live streaming. She saw me doing a blab, and she said, I love exactly what you were talking about. That's what I want you to come out and do. Okay. Another opportunity came again from being on Blab Talking, where women wanted to partner with me. She has an organization where she works with parents who have, disabled children. And what happens is a lot of times these parents are taking care of, they're doing so much for their kids, they're not taking care of themselves. So she wanted to have me come in as the mindfulness and wellness expert. So I'm going to be speaking again in front of these parents and helping them. And of course, that's going to be a way for me to get clients as well. So the credibility and then the content. I already have the content. People see what I deliver, what I talk about. They like it. They don't change it. They don't say, Avalaura, I want you to do this. I love what you did. Do exactly what you talked about right there on Black. Do exactly what you talked about on Periscope. So I don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Part of that with the live streaming, what it does for you, people are always asking me, how can they become more visible, get more exposure? And when you hire me, I'm expensive. So I tell you off the break, if you want a cheap, low cost, but effective way to get visibility, it is live streaming, because you can now enter somebody's home, whether it's through their PC or their cell phone, and you invade their space with your brand. Now, with live stream, you cannot be a one-hit wonder. You have to be consistent.
Yeah.
You have to show up. If you're going to be there at 2:00 in the afternoon, then make sure you're there every day at 2:00 in the afternoon. Now, when you're first starting, you're going to have to vary your times to find your sweet spot and to find your audience. But once you find it, drive it home. Be there. Deliver your content. Show up in your full, authentic self, bringing what you have to offer. You are, like in Avalaura's case, she's bringing what she is. They're not going to ask a quarterback to be a lineman. You're a quarterback, be a quarterback. And the key to it is showing up and delivering.
Yeah.
Because they're looking for solutions. And if you're the one that's giving them the solution, they're like, oh my goodness, if this free stuff is like this, what is their paid content like? It's the same. It's like, nah, but but you have the option of making that impact.
Yeah.
And so that's very important. Show up on live stream, because the content that you have today, you can talk about the same content tomorrow, and chances are your audience will be different. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to have new content every day. Have something good to say it well, and say it often. You don't have to be a jack of all trades. If you're the green tennis shoe person and you talk about green tennis shoes, okay, be known for that. Oh, they're talking about green tennis shoes and how it applies to this, how it applies to that. Show up. Be the professional. Be the specialist that you are. Utilize live streaming for what it is, a tool to get you visibility, your credibility, and to deliver your content.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Am I echoing? Because I hear myself echoing. So I just want to make sure y'all can hear me okay. It's a yes. Okay. Oh, all right. I sound fine now. So, I'm glad that you said that, because one of the things that, that is important to know is that consistency. And that's why I said we are here every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Every Tuesday. That's the consistency. So it's Tuesday at 10 p.m. Boot to Boom is on Blab. My meditations on Periscope, I do every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So people know if I don't show up at 12 p.m. Eastern on Periscope for my meditation, people come looking for me. I get messages. Did you do the meditation yet? Where are you? I didn't see you. That's happened quite a few times. They come, they put out a search party for me. So that consistency is key. And what you said is so important is, you got to show up and show out. Don't just think, well, it's free. It's just live streaming. People aren't paying me. I speak to you all just like I speak to a paid audience. I give you all the same great content. I give you the same passion. I give you all of me. And people need to see that so that they know what they're getting. Because if they see you in this format, and of course I'm better live, but if they see you in this format and you're doing such an amazing job, they know that when they get you in person, that you're going to be even better. So you definitely want to bring your A game. Just because you're sitting in your house or sitting in your car or wherever it is, you still want to be professional. You still want to stay on brand. You want to bring your A game.
And that's so important. That's one of the things that I see a lot of people make a mistake. Yes, live streaming allows you to come from the comfort of your home, but you want to be brand loyal and brand consistent. If your brand is laid back, I'm chilling. Yeah, we over here, we slurping and licking fingers and stuff. If that's your brand, then cool. But if it's not your brand, show up. So that way people know what to expect from you at all times. That's so important. I mean, I can't stress it enough. You have to be consistent in everything, in every part of your business, especially when you're appearing live, because you never know who is watching. They may not say anything to you for 2, 4, 6, 8 months because they want to see, okay, are these cats consistent or is this a one-hit wonder? They're going to do it 6 times and they're going to stop because I got a big deal for them, but I got to make sure they're consistent. So you never know who's watching. You never know, especially with these plus ones that come in. They can browse anonymously. You don't know. Oh, wow. That could be Oprah could be watching. Hi, Oprah. Boom, boom, boom. Sign up for the list.
Yeah, so absolutely. Yeah, I say that all the time is that you never know who's watching. I have a story about that, and it's not even social media, but my mailing list. I'll never forget this. One of my best clients, she was on my mailing list for 3 years. She just watched me for 3 years, never said a word. And when she finally called me, she said, Avalaura, you don't know me, but I know you. And I said, okay. And she said, I've been watching you. Right. Yes. She said, I've been watching you for 3 years and I'm finally ready to work with you. And I said, wow. I said, okay. Like, what would I have been saying in 3 years? But at that point, she was finally ready. One of my best clients has referred so many people to me. And that consistency is so key. And we tend to think because we're not necessarily getting instant feedback. And that is one of the beautiful things about live streaming, is that we do get instant feedback. But just know that there's so many people who are watching you who aren't giving you feedback, who aren't saying anything. They're just watching. They're just soaking up whatever you're saying. So your consistency is absolutely key. And somebody asked me the question, I think it was astrology lady. She said, when I started live streaming, did I start out more consistent? And the answer is yes. When I started on Periscope, I periscoped every day. I don't do that now, but I started periscoping every day. You know, I built up my audience, people got to know me, and now I'm probably on Periscope, you know, once or twice a week. And then I'm here on Blab at least once or twice a week as well. So I did start out, and that's something that we, you know, will certainly address more when we talk about strategy, because that's so key. But yeah, absolutely. I built up my base because, you know, my base is on Facebook, really. They weren't on Periscope. They weren't on Blab. So I had to, every platform, build a new base, right? Because my people weren't here. Slowly, some of them are coming over here. When I have events, when I advertise on Facebook, they may come over, but a lot of times they don't. They may not see what I'm talking about until I put it up on YouTube and then share it. So I had to build a whole new base in these social media forums. So I'm trying to look at, you know, you guys, thank you all for all the comments over here. So for those of you who just came in, I'm talking about the 3 C's of live streaming, why you absolutely want to live stream for your business, and how you can make a profit live streaming. Because some of you all are live streaming. You're doing that. You have businesses, but you're not making money. And I mean, if you're in business to make money. Yes, you want to serve. Yes, you want to make an impact. All of those wonderful things. Absolutely. But ultimately, you want to make money. Because if you're not making money, you don't have a business. You just have an expensive hobby. So the first 2 C's that I shared, the first reason that you absolutely want to live stream is instant credibility. So live streaming gives you instant credibility. The second reason is for content. You have built-in content already. So when people want to hire you, you know, for speaking engagements, or they want to hire you to, if you're a coach or a consultant or something like that, they know what your content is. And then the third reason that I'm going to share with you all tonight, cash money. Cash money. The third reason that you absolutely want to live stream is cash money. And I've given you, 2 examples that credibility and that content lead to cash. The credibility and the content lead to cash. So again, I'll give you another example of that. So one of the things that you all have seen since I've been live streaming are my crowns, right? Are my crowns. And what you may not know is that for the last couple of years, probably the last couple of years, people have been asking me, oh my God, Avalaura, who wraps your hair? Where do you get your head wraps? How do I wrap my hair like that? And honestly, I didn't really do anything with it. For me, I looked at it like, look, I'm a life coach. I'm an intuitive consultant. I have clients to see. Like, I'm a working coach. I'm not just saying I'm a coach. I actually have clients. And for me, it was important to serve my clients and not get so caught up in other things and get distracted that I can't really do a good job with them. So that was really important to me. So I couldn't figure out necessarily how I was going to add another business, really, because that was just more work. But when I got on live streaming, when I got on Periscope, and when I got on Blab, and that's all I kept hearing was, oh my God, Avalaura, your head wraps. Oh my God, how do you wrap your head? I finally said, hold on now. This is a business. There are way too many people asking me. I'm missing out on money simply because I haven't figured out how to make this work. So because of live streaming, that's really why I launched Crown by Avalaura, because I was just getting so many inquiries, and it has become a wonderful income stream for me, a wonderful income stream that I never planned. And I'm echoing again. Hopefully you all can hear me okay. And so, you know, one of the things that just happened recently, actually, you all know it was Mother's Day last week. And I decided really last minute to do a Mother's Day sale. I put up, like, you know, flyers on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. People were sharing it, but I didn't really get any bites. Like, nobody bought from that. I did a 15-minute live stream on Facebook. I got on Facebook Live, just random. Got on Facebook Live, 15 minutes, and I sold 3 crowns, just like that. And that might not sound like a lot, but it just speaks to the power of live streaming. I got on air. I was able to show the fabrics, able to show all the lines. Everything is on the website now. But me showing up live and letting people see what I had, they said, oh, I want that. It is a lot in a short amount of time. Yeah. I mean, it was like QVC. Y'all know QVC, HSN. You know, I was up there and this feature and that. And that's live streaming. And it didn't take anything out of my day to do that. But again, it made a profit for me. So I just say all of that to say that sometimes you gotta just show up. What'd you say? I can't hear Fit. So sometimes, yeah, you just gotta show up. You gotta show up. And that is the beauty of live streaming. Yes, that's the beauty of Facebook Live. And it's not just Facebook Live. I sold my first crown on Periscope. I sold the first one actually on Facebook. I mean, on Periscope. And here's the thing. I didn't even have a website. Y'all know I didn't have a website for months. I did not have a website when I first started. I had live streaming. That is how I made my money, live streaming. I didn't have a website. So I would just get on Periscope and I would say, this is the crown of the day. This is what I got. And people would buy. I would give them a link. Leon knows. I would say, hey, email me at this and I will send you the PayPal link. And that is how I sold the first crowns, because I did not even have a website. So the live streaming was more important than the website. Do y'all hear that? The live streaming was more important than the website. And again, that's just 2 examples. I have more. So I say all of that to say, again, if you all are not using live streaming, you are losing out on easy money. Easy. It takes no effort to be in the comfort of your home, to turn on your camera, to show whatever your product or service is and make sales.
You know, one thing that I will say in regards to that live streaming thing, your income is directly tied to your activity. If you're not willing to get out there and do the little simple things to make money, it takes literally, you turn your camera on, your cell phone on, and say, this is what I have. It's black, it's chocolate, it looks good. Would you like it? Yes or no? They say no, no problem. That means not yet. They say yes, you charge them double. I mean, you know, but you got to be active. You have to be active. One of the main reasons people don't buy your stuff is because you don't ask them to. You don't present them with an offer.
Right.
You interrupt them, you engage them, you educate them, but you leave them waiting. That's irresponsible of you. You have to make them an offer, and live streaming makes it easy. I know some of you all don't like rejection, being told no. Well, guess what? On live streaming, Most times it's a one-way conversation. You can't see the response. You want my stuff? If they say no, guess what? You don't see the no. Just nobody, PayPal doesn't say notification of payment received. But the rejection part is taken out of it. But you got to make an offer. If you don't ask, the aggressive ones were like, hey, how can I buy this? Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, go blah, blah, blah and buy that. But live streaming makes it easy. It makes it easy for people to access your stuff. It goes back to being visible. Visibility is the key, combined with your consistent activity. You got to be visible. You have to have activity that's consistent and it's congruent with your mission. If your goal is to make $1,000 and you have a $10 product, you got to sell 100 of them bad boys. And if you close 50% of the time, then that means you got to talk to 200 people to sell 100 to make your $1,000. And live streaming puts you in front of those people, those numbers, just like that. It's important. You got to be visible. You got to show up. You got to have good content or a good product and demonstrate it. Because your income is directly tied to your activity. I'm telling you what I know. If you don't get out there, a closed mouth does not get fed. So if you're not showing your product off consistently, guess what? Nobody's buying it consistently. If somebody says, she always talking about that. Well, you know what? Take that as a compliment, because guess what? They're not confused about what you do. So when they're ready for what you do, they know who to get it from, because why? You have ingrained in them. I talk about green tennis shoes. I ain't talking about blue high heels. I ain't talking about black suede coats tomorrow. I'm talking about green tennis shoes in all aspects of that. Are you ready to buy? Simple.
Yeah, great point. That speaks to knowing your brand, knowing who you are, and showing up and taking consistent action. And if you all want to come on and share, because I saw some great comments. So anybody have any comments or questions? This has been very, very active chatter on the side.
Hey, Yolanda, good to see you, Queen. But live streaming is not this big myth. Because we're on live streaming right now. What you have to do is get in where you fit in. That's so important. Every platform is not for you. You have to find out, one, where your audience is. I don't care how comfortable you are. If you're comfortable on Periscope and your audience is on Facebook, you're in the wrong place. Go to where your money is. If they're on Facebook, go there. Don't try to make people come to where you are. Fit in where they are. Join their conversation. Hey, you talking about green tennis shoes? Guess what? Would you like to buy mine? Simple. Simple. Dryer Buzz in the flesh.
Hey guys.
Hey,
how are you?
Trying to hang out with y'all this late night.
We're always here this late.
I know, but I'm usually asleep. So I just decided to jump on. I said, you know what? I've got to go see what's going on with these people. I keep hearing all this buzz about.
Oh, cool. See, we talked about that credibility. We talked about that. Yeah. Awesome. So did you want to say anything or add to the conversation?
And do I need to plug in? Let me just plug in. I know my scoping, and I said, listen, let's go check out some buzz. Yeah, the same thing.
You're good.
Okay, good. I thought I heard a little bit of echo, but
you did, but yeah, Fitz had to refresh. It was him.
Boom, boom, boom. Can y'all hear me now?
Okay. Yeah. I've been live streaming pretty much for 20 years. And one of the things I do is help people find their lane. And I tell people, look, just push the button. Just push the button and go live. I'm still trying to get my feet wet on Blab, to tell you the truth. One, because Blab reminds me of one of the first platforms that came out for live streaming. And hey, Side Hustle Coach. And so it was called Pal Talk. And it came out roughly towards the end of the 90s. We used it pretty much the first 10 years of 2K. And it was, people don't understand. Those of us who live online, we live online. And it was just like a community. I mean, you had the common areas, you had the, every essence of the community that you have offline, you have that online. So they don't believe that what people really don't believe is that we can truly build a kind of camaraderie for each other that we have, having never really met, having only interacted in rooms like these. Like I would always tell people, oh man, I was in a room with such and such. They're like, were you physically in the room or you just in a room, And they don't understand that. But I mean, living in a virtual environment for the past 20 years, I mean, this is the norm for me. And I was absolutely shocked when I talked to the guy who developed Blab. And I asked him about if he knew about Pal Talk. He was like, no. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing to me that he would literally create something here, a decade or two later that's pretty much the same as how this thing all began. So it's no wonder that they are really
absolutely. I mean, and that's, speaks to,
audiences.
What Fitz was talking about too, in terms of just, finding what works for you. I'm on Periscope, I'm on Facebook Live, and I'm on Blab, but Blab is my sweet spot. This is my favorite, so this is the one that I definitely spend the most time with, even though I am on the other platforms, and they all have made me money.
Oh yeah. I mean, and everybody does that, but the thing about it is, it's so funny to me. I mean, because I'm watching this, and I hate to use the word OG. I'm watching this the OG because I just remember telling people that this day was coming, and I feel like my grandmother used to say, like the time is here. So when I see people that are really enjoying it and taking to the next level, one, I love a gig economy. Okay, we're finally in a gig economy. And we've been trying to get to this point for 30 years. We're talking about leveling the playing field, number one. Okay. And then everybody can suit up. Everybody can play the game. Like somebody was talking about unemployment, and there's no such thing as unemployment today. No such thing as it, and to know that this is here. I'm like, people say, Yolanda, what are you going to do this year? I'm going to take the year off. Because I've spent 30 years trying to close the digital divide. I'm going to take the year off.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. I've seen you around, but I haven't. You've never been on Boot to Boom. So welcome and thank you for showing up.
Thank you. Thank you. As I was telling everybody, look, we got to stay up tonight and catch this show. So
thank you
love
so
you
much.
guys.
Appreciate
I love what you're doing. I'm here, definitely here in the buzz.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
And one thing she said was key. Live streaming levels the playing field. Yeah. No longer do we have to ask permission to show our goodies. No longer do we have to wait for somebody to allow us to do something. The power to be is within me. What are you going to do with the opportunity? Live streaming is here now, but it could be gone tomorrow. But while it's here, during a lifetime of this opportunity, you got to use it. You got to use it to your full advantage. I mean, it's too sweet. Literally, it's too sweet. I like Facebook. I like Facebook Live. I like Facebook because when I tell you Facebook is sweet, Facebook's sweet. There's money in them, their heels in Facebook. And there's money in other platforms. But the playing field is level. Big corporations have to go through this long process to change. I could ask y'all tonight, hey, I got two things right here, A or B, and tell me why. Y'all say B. Boom. Guess what? 24 hours later, I got B made back up. Now, go buy B. Y'all said B. Then go buy it. It's just, you can be nimble just like that. as a business and an entrepreneur, you can turn on a dime because you get that instant feedback if you desire it. But you got to ask. You got to ask. Like here at Boot to Boom, we always asking, what kind of content do you all want? Because we know what we can talk about, but we're not here for us. We're here to deliver what you all want. And when you're running a business, you got to make sure you're serving your clients and customers. You know, that's pretty much it. What's up,
Yeah,
man?
I mean, thank you so much for saying that, because that's so real that we always get to poll you, and we do. You know, and that has certainly contributed to the success of our show, because we know what you want, because we've asked you over and over again. Even when y'all don't want to answer us, we still ask you, right? And that's so key when you're in business, to know what your customers want. And that's exactly what I'm saying about my crowns. I mean, when I tell you all that live streaming is the reason that I launched, because if so many people are asking me, that means you want it. That means you're willing to pay for it. And so it's my duty as an entrepreneur then to fulfill that need. So Fitz is absolutely right about that. Dr. Vibe, how are you?
I am blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, and a solution for someone's problem. What is going on? Hey, Dryer Buzz. So good to see her on Boot to Boom.
I know, first time.
So good to see her. As usual, you guys are dropping knowledge bombs. And what I'm going to just share, and I just hopefully it adds to what you're already sharing, is live streaming speeds up the process in getting profitability and credibility. Because all of us entrepreneurs, we all want those things, don't we? Profitability and credibility. Mm-hmm. That speeds up the process. They are saying, another thing I'll say, especially with live streaming, there is no excuse for not being great. What's this Kimbo Slice nonsense Gerald's dropping? What is this? It's just crazy. You know what? I'm not even going to go there. But no, I'm gonna keep my focus here. Live streaming takes away the excuse for you being great. It does. And I'm going to agree with Avalaura. The first time I met Avalaura, the first thing I asked her is, what is it with those crowns? Remember? I said,
I remember.
I'm going, you got to get that out there. I don't wear crowns. They don't look good on me.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
There we go.
Look, if men keep asking me, I need to come up with a men line stat, because men are asking.
Yeah, there you go. But no, getting back to serious. Men.
Yes, real men.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's keep our focus here. Keep our focus now. Keep our focus. Getting back to the live stream, and I was a perfect example. Number of years ago, I didn't like live streaming, didn't want to do it. I remember we were at an event at the National Society of Black Engineers in Toronto. First time they had an outside of U.S. conference. My co-host at the time said, "We're gonna do an interview with the president." Yeah. Where's your video camera? Bam. I do 90% of my conversations via live streaming now. 10% are podcasts, because it gives people an ability to engage with you. When people can see you, it enhances the possibility of engagement. More engagement means more sales. More sales means more money. So there may be some people out there, get your ego down, get on the bandwagon, because you know what? That's the way it's going these days, whether you like it or not. And big companies are doing the same thing. So get out there. People want to see you. The more they see and can engage with you, that means the more market, the more money you're going to make.
Absolutely.
And just be transparent. You don't have to be a professional. Just be yourself. That's what people are looking for. Just be yourself.
That's actually one of the beautiful things about live streaming. You know, I was talking about this the other day, because for many of us, we did, you know, like I have a lot of YouTube videos, you know, so many of us, but honestly, that was a pain. Like, you had to worry about your lighting and your backdrop, and you wanted to be all pretty. Then you had to edit it, and you had to put the music behind it. I mean, this is a hassle. But with live streaming, literally, I can pick up my phone or my laptop or whatever, get on, and people expect to see the raw and the real. They don't expect to see all of that because they know we're live streaming. So they don't expect me to have the perfect backdrop and the lighting and full makeup and all of that stuff because, they want you to be approachable. They want to know who you are. I mean, it's like, live streaming is like the real reality TV.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. You're in controlling your narrative. You're controlling your content. You can produce your own content. No one is telling you what to do. You are doing it. Simple as that. It's live and it's real. Exactly, Afro Pick One. It's live and it's real. Just, how do you get good at it? You just start.
And we're gonna help you with that. So, Fitz said it. Look, we're not gonna put stuff out there, and we're not gonna put out an offer for you. So trust me, we are. If you want it, great. If you don't, great. But we're definitely going to put that out there for you.
Absolutely.
So Dr. Vibe, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Take care, Fitz, brother.
I think Leon wanted to come on wherever he is.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
And that's the key. I can't stress it enough. Just show up. Just show up. I said a while ago, just because you're afraid does not mean you're in danger. Just show up. What's the worst that can happen? The camera go out, the sound. It's real life. Stuff happens. But the beauty, one of the things required to be an entrepreneur or a business person is you got to be flexible. You got to be committed to your goal, but flexible in your approach. Because what we lay out most times doesn't quite pan out the same way. Who is that typing? Is that you, Avalaura?
That's not me.
Yeah. You got to be flexible in your approach, but committed to your results. Low key.
Where'd he go? Did you see him rocking the Boot to Boom t-shirt? You see we're international. We're all the way in London. So yes, you can buy your t-shirt too at boot2boom.tv.
Yeah. I can't stress it enough. Be visible. Show up. Get out there and do it. You may stutter. Your voice may crack. But it's all right. Go again tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day.
I've been kicked out of my own show, so it happens. With Michael Collier of all people. Can you imagine one of the biggest interviews and you are kicked out? You can't even get back into your own show. It happens.
We had a good show that day too when you was gone.
Y'all missed
great show. I'm trying to tell you it was a good show. But are there any more questions? I mean, because like she said, credibility, content, and cash. And one of the biggest things that it does is it gives you that visibility. If you're suffering right now, if you're still playing hide and go seek with your business, if you're still not known in your own town, jump on live stream. Become known worldwide. And then your neighbors might find you.
That's true. No, honestly, that's true. I have met people that literally live in the same town and the next town over. I've met them on live streaming. I know that's crazy, but that's the world that we live in right now.
Leon! Hey guys, I just bouncing here. I apologize for loud typing. You can see.
Hey, Jim. You're a coach. They're a coach.
Hell, see, I'm not a coach.
What's going on, Leon? What did you want to add?
I really want to add to this, so just to elaborate on what you said here. Someone unmute my ears because it's loud. Live streaming. For those who really haven't seen the magnitude of this and don't really understand what's really happening, and I know it's all new to you, and I could just tell you for myself. Okay, Avalaura Fitz, and I've been working with her for quite a while. All right, this took live streaming to get me to understand who these people are. All right, I've been on Blab for just under a year. So, as Ava said, this can get you seen, and exposed. But there is a bit of strategy behind it. I mean, these people that's come out from nowhere to say, all right, yeah, they're going to be seen. They did a lot of work. There is some work part of it. So not that this is hocus pocus and ways of magic or wand here. We do have to put in work. Yeah. Okay. So it's for the people that want to put in the work and they want to take this and move this thing to another level. Okay. Now, where this actually goes, if you really want to take it to another level, you can take it to a wider audience, and which is again, Avalaura Fitz has now gone internationally. I'm in the United Kingdom, so across the world here. They can go to Africa here. They can go to Senegal. They can go around the world now. Visually, everybody can see you 24/7, 365. A lot of people in today's world, consumers, are looking for new content. Now, this is the powerful part. Remember, when it's actually put out there, it gets repurposed in all different formats, and you can be seen around the world again, in their time zone. So this is where digital TV networks are struggling to keep up because they want this content because it's in real time. They can't be everywhere and everywhere. It's no longer the TV set in your house that they're trying to control. This is where the TV stations are now looking for shows like this. It's small, it's independent, and they are controlling the weight. Yeah, in 1 hour segment, you've got 23 people in this room. If they really wanted to, they could actually have 100 to 200 to 300 to 400 to 500 people. I mean, it can't be 24/7, but this is the power of live streaming and what it can be done. Yeah, it's live, it's not pre-recorded, and it's not old hack. The information that we're giving you is in real time. This is literally unheard of in today's world. Get information and content in real time, and this is what you want to hear. It's not something that was made about 10 years ago, what your professor told you. Right? This is something I'm telling you now. You'll get it from me. I've been in this particular domain for over 25 years. Live streaming, when it came about, I was doing a live streaming on an AOL connection, or you want to call it a net zero video. That's what I was doing live streaming. Yeah, I built my own live streaming server. Yeah, I'm not going to brag, but more importantly to understand, now you've got the ability to come and use these platforms where they can actually broadcast you with a video signal, and you'll be able to hold the connection up and people can hear you. So you just got to come, just understand what is your why, what is your lane, your specialty, what you're in here. Yeah, and position yourself as an expert within this particular area and dominate it well. All right? Probably another Avalaura, because Avalaura is taking care of that one. All right, so don't try to follow her. Forget that idea, right? She's out there.
That's the first thing I said was credibility, right?
All right, exactly, credibility. There you go. So,
and Leon, I want to say something really quickly because what you said is so key. Like, live streaming has replaced TV for me. I don't watch nearly as much TV as I used to because I'm on Blab. I mean, when I'm on Blab, that's my TV time. And the other thing that I want to say, and if you all didn't see this, this just came out today that Amazon is actually launching a live streaming component as well with their Amazon Prime. So that is huge. That's telling you all how big this thing is getting, is that now you're going to be able to see Amazon, you're going to see live streaming through Amazon Prime, that they're going to be, they want content. They want content. So if you are dominating whatever it is that you do, you have an opportunity to be on Amazon now. That's huge.
There are, as I said, I mean, as I said, we may have a lot of people that are starting out for the first time. If they're going to ride these platforms, jump on it, but again, test it out. All right. And just position yourself. I mean, it is a huge network. If you look at it, majority of people have got a cell phone, and this is where it's actually opening out to everybody. Now everybody can watch a video on a cell phone. It will get faster and faster when the prices get affordable to watch video or actually on these platforms. But if it's not, the next level will be audio. So no matter what goes on from a technical background, we can stream this out to you in whatever format it is, just data. But more importantly, is the content that comes out, and the ability to ensure it gets to the right people at the right time. So again, live streaming comes in all different things, in forms of fashion. Now you've got just podcasting. Now you've just got video. But more importantly, whoever is going to listen to the content, whatever medium it is, great stuff. You get out there in the best way. But it is just, everybody's competing for space. Start somewhere. Choose a platform that, again, meets your audience requirements, not your own personal flavor. Yeah, because I would say, again, your people buy from people, they don't buy from websites. And, your audience makes the decisions on what to do, and when they want to do. And this is the key here. Us as people make the changes, make the choices that we want to make, and when we want to switch it on. Yeah, not when it's been forced. And this is what happened in the past. We were forced to watch TV at a particular time. Now it's not. Yeah, we're busy people. Yeah. So when I want to switch on, and when I want to watch it, I can push a button and we're in control in that way. I'm not going to hog up the actual session. I know you got another callers. Guys,
other people trying to come on.
If you haven't got one, I've got mine.
Yes, get your Boot to Boom t-shirt. You can get it at boot2boom.tv. Yes, we definitely appreciate your support. And but Leon, no, your points were excellent. So thank you for thank you for sharing that. And we're going to give you all an opportunity to definitely, we're going to be talking more about this. So we're going to give you an opportunity for that. So I saw some questions about, what's the best platform and different things like that. We're going to get more into that. This is technically an hour show. We could be here all day, but we're going to talk more about that. So let me take Afro Pick, who's been waiting so patiently. Or not waiting so patiently. Afro, are you there? That's hilarious. Where'd you go, Fitz?
Boom, boom, boom. I'm back. I am back.
Hey, how you doing?
Omar, you're here.
Thank you. I have a couple questions. The first question would be, I heard a little bit about YouTube Live coming in. Do you feel that may be the 800-pound gorilla in the room that's capable of blowing all the other live streams away because of
you mean Facebook Live?
No, YouTube Live. YouTube.
YouTube Connect,
yes. What do you think about that? Would that not be the best possible platform or the most powerful, being that it's only second to Google search engine?
Right. Well, what Jenny just said. We haven't seen it.
Let me say this in regards to that. Every generation has their new technology. When the radio was out, they said the TV would knock out the radio. TV's still here, radio's still here. Now that the TV's here, they said, cable TV would knock out regular stations. Hadn't happened. There's a place for everything. Now, how long will it last? Who knows? But the key is not to get distracted by all the shiny new objects. Find a lane that you can run well in and run fast with and stay in that lane. And you can't worry about what's going on the sides because there's always going to be a distraction. Always. No matter what platform you choose. Meerkat came out, and then Periscope was big. Then you had Lab, and you got Mevi, and all these other things. There's always going to be the next newest thing. But you have to focus on where your audience is, what's your message, and are they responding to your message to make you some money? So, I mean, 800-pound gorillas in the room, but if I'm running over here in my lane, gorilla deuces, baby, I'm getting this money. You can sit right there. It's not going to affect me, only if you allow it to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I agree with that. But that leads me into the second question about having your own live streaming platform and utilizing them all and bringing your tribe. Like if you got customers or your clients is on Mevi, and you got people on Facebook and you got people on Snapchat, why not have your own live streaming app branded for you and your business on a mobile?
So it sounds like to me you trying to sell us an app.
Absolutely. And not only that, Fritz, is because like I got somebody else that can agree with me that's not affiliated with the app, and I'm sure you've heard of Marcel with New Media, and he stressed out.
Hold on. I will say this. What we're going to do is stick to our live streaming platform right now, and we'll be happy to discuss the possibilities of what you got going on at another time. But the best place to sell your app, Omar, is on your show.
Yeah, I'm not actually selling an app here. I'm only mentioning it. Yeah, but okay, my show, but my show gonna be about Bitcoins. It ain't gonna be about no app,
Okay. So look, what we're gonna do is free to seat up, and we're gonna put you in the sidebar, and we're gonna continue the conversation there, my man.
And that's what you can do when you have your own platform. That's another reason to create your own platform. You control the narrative. You control the content. I mean, do you see how that works? Like traditionally, we can sold whatever content is out there and we just have to roll with it. Now you created it. If you don't like it, switch. And if you see a need, you can then create something else. So if he's like, I want to talk about this, he can go and create his own content somewhere else. That's the beautiful thing about live streaming.
You my man, Omar. Absolutely. Keep talking. Ain't nothing to say. Keep going.
I'm waiting. Look, I'm watching. I'm like, oh, I want to see. I want to see what's that.
Okay. Oh my gosh, come on.
You in this video. Right, anticipation. He got us waiting. This is on purpose.
It's not no video, baby. We live.
Oh, cool. All right, so Fitz, what is it? Tell them what it is.
You got it.
I love this.
Vanna White.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Vanna can't rock a crown like this. Sorry. So look, this is what Fitz and I have come up with. It's actually really cool. Oh no, Vanna's cool. She just can't rock a crown like me. That's all. We've actually partnered again. This is another wonderful opportunity, collaboration that has come from live streaming. We partnered with another marketing person here in the DC area who teaches social media, and he asked us to teach a live streaming webinar. And we were gonna, we're teaching it, we're offering it to his audience. And we said, look, we got our whole audience, right? We got Boot to Boom. I know there's people here can also benefit from this information. So we're offering it to you as well, because I mean, y'all are family, and I want to make sure that you all are not just here live streaming, but you're making money live streaming. That's really the goal, that we want to make sure that you are getting paid, that you are getting that cash, that you are building your credibility, you're building your content, and you are getting cash, because that is why you're in business. So this is what we got for you. And Fitz will tell you about it. You're 1 hour from DC. Cool. It's
real simple. It's a live streaming class where we talk about how to make some cash, how to increase your credibility and get your business more exposure. We priced it at simply $49, an easy entry point that will not require you to go get a purchase order from your wife, husband, or friend of the family to be a part of this. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Truly, you have an opportunity. You have to invest in your own solution sometimes, because free 99 will only get you so far. You'll be learning from people who have actually made money on from live streaming, not in theory, but actually cha-ching, bada bing. So with that, you get a 20-minute consultation for live streaming help. And you also get a interview where you see our live streaming success in action, where we are interviewing some of the greatest minds in entrepreneurship today. So it's real simple, people. It's live streaming 101. How you going to leverage it? She gave you a brief overview of what the benefits are of live streaming. And true to our model, we're going to make you an offer, baby. A no-brainer. Just 49 singles. And that's it. You know?
And what I want to add to that is what, Leon talked about, is that you all should be live streaming. It's easy. It is easy money. But you do want to have a strategy. And what I have noticed is that the people who are not making money live streaming have no strategy.
And they're skeptical, always overanalyzing enough something and not taking any action.
So, a lot of what we're going to be talking about, yes, we're going to be talking about why you want to do it, how you can make money, but we're going to be talking about that strategy piece. Because all the money that look, there's times where I've been on live stream and I haven't made any money. And why? Because I was winging it. I was just there. When I got a strategy, money consistently rolls in. Consistently. So that's
let me ask this.
Talking about, that's why you want to get in this webinar.
Absolutely. I put the link in the chat. So let me ask this random, well, it's not random, but how many, okay. If you're going to build a house, what's the first thing you need? Let me see in the chat. Type in the chat for the first thing you need in order to build a house that's not going to fall. So while we're doing that, you need money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Money, foundation. There you go. Midlife crisis. That's what you need. The first thing you need before you build a foundation is you got to have plans, because you don't know where to put the foundation. Do I put it over here on this hill? Do I put it over here? You got to have the end in mind before you start. And that's what plans are. And that's what a proper strategy gives you. It gives you the guideline to know where you're going. Even when you're traveling out of state to somewhere you've never been before, you pull out that phone. Okay, Google, take me to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And then Google says, well, where are you? You put in your location and then where you're going. And then the plan is laid out. With this live streaming, some of you all are on live streaming, but you're not making money. It does no good to have a platform that can be a profit faucet and the faucet is turned off. Get a strategy and get it turned on, baby. Get it turned on, baby. That's about it. It's not no hard pitch. It's real soft.
Yeah, I mean, because again, like I said, it's just so ridiculously easy. It's too easy. Yeah. It's too easy. And Fitz is right. And it's like, if you don't have $49 that you can invest in your business, well, you definitely don't have a business. And you definitely need this webinar. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
She will cut you with a smile.
I'll tell you the truth with a smile.
So are there any questions about live streaming or any questions about anything? Because it's been a real insightful and chill blab. And I thank y'all for being here. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all chose to spend this time with us over here at Boot the Boom. And we appreciate you. We really do.
So this is cool. So this lets me know too that that's a secret. No.
Let me tell you why it's a secret. Because folks canceled on you.
No,
so just show up.
They reschedule. But this is so cool. Like, we got a gift, because now I know we need to talk to you all more. I mean, we have great guests. We really do. And trust me, I'm telling you, we have some great guests coming up this month. I am so excited about, I'm so excited about one of them. We've been trying to get this woman for a long time. So I'm really excited. So we have some great guests coming. But what this also says is that we definitely need to do a better job of just talking to you all and presenting a topic, because I think that that shows that you all want that. So thank you for being here. Yeah. So getting some agreements here. So we'll definitely start to work that into the schedule for sure. Yeah. But any other questions or comments about live streaming, about the webinar, about, about anything?
And see, one thing I want to make sure, I sound kind of teacherish, but what are your takeaways from this? Because if you don't have a plan of implementation, it's just going to be information that's just gathered and wasted. So if nothing else, come up with a plan on how you're going to use this information that you received today, because you stayed on here for this long for some reason. Now, whether you did an Afro pick and just got the chair sitting there watching them blab, the chair like, I'm a live stream. I'm trying to tell you that I'm a live stream. I don't know about him, but I'm a live stream. I don't know what.
Afro pick, we tried to let you on, but it was nothing but a chair. The chair can't talk to us, so
Yeah. I mean, it's important. It's important to execute. You got to do the work, no matter what that work is. Again, I can't say it enough. Your income is tied directly to your activity. If you're active, doing the work, following the plan, you're going to make money, because consistency pays. Because even like Chinese water torture, drip, 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 it will put a hole in a boulder. That consistent action. So that's it for me.
All right. Wow, y'all are still here. No questions, comments. Y'all are good? We good? That means join the webinar, because you don't have a strategy. That's what that means. That's what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
one tip. We've given you many tips. One tip.
Prices. What you want to tip about? Don't drink and
drive.
drive.
You a lot of tips. She said I was late. Look, early bird catches the worm. You can watch the replay. This replay will be up. How about we'll leave this replay up?
Let me check my notification.
Then you're gonna get more than one tip. Then you're gonna get a lot of stuff. If you join the webinar, you're gonna get a lot more. But we're gonna leave the replay up, because y'all know we famous for taking replays down. We'll leave this one up.
So I will tell you this: mid-love crisis. The 3 C's in review are credibility, content, and cash. Live streaming will help you establish all 3 of those things. I can tell you that. Hold on. What's one common live streaming mistake you suggest we avoid? Not signing up for the webinar. Avoid that mistake at all costs. That's the biggest mistake you can make. If you make that mistake, you are SOL, baby.
No, honestly, the biggest mistake is not having a strategy. Is one, not having a strategy, and 2, not having a support team. Those are the 2 biggest mistakes that I see, especially if you're on Blab. Like if you're on Periscope, you don't really need it. But if you're on Blab and you're doing a show, you need a team behind you. So that's one of the biggest mistakes that I see people. They don't have a team. They just think they're going to come on Blab and they have no audience and they're going to dominate. How are you going to do that? Like nobody knows you. So you need a strategy and then you need a team.
Absolutely. 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 Because that teammate will cover your weaknesses. Like when she got kicked out of the Blab, I was in total control, baby. That was a blessed bad. Michael Collier was like, yes, indeedy. He was getting fist bumps and everything. We had a great show. And then she came back, ruined everything. But you can't win them all. You cannot win them all.
See how he does me? But yeah, I was happy to have a co-host that day because I got kicked out. There was nothing I could do. If it was just me, the show would have been over.
Yeah. Yep.
So you need a team. You absolutely need a team.
And I will say, welcome, Cynthia, to the webinar. We appreciate you. Shepherd, welcome, Shepherd. We appreciate you.
So let me say, so I'm getting text messages, about the date conflicting with schedules. It is a recorded webinar. It is a recorded webinar. It is Monday, May 23rd from 7 to 9 p.m. It is recorded. If you cannot make it, you will get the recording. If you know you can't make it, ask your questions. Submit us the questions and we will definitely answer them.
And then you also definitely have the 20-minute consult behind
and you have the 20 minutes. Absolutely. It's a no-brainer. Honestly.
Right. Because the 20-minute consult by itself is $149 value. It's not just a free 20 minutes. It's a value of $149. Time is money. And to access this brain, it's going to cost you. But when you join the webinar as a value-added additional thing, you get 20 minutes of our time, of Avalaura's time. No, I'm messing around. But we thank you. That last name.
I cost a little bit more than that. Oh, goodness. All right.
Kristen, thank you. We appreciate you. And Cynthia, we appreciate you. Good people, good people, good people. I'll put the link up one more time for you late bloomers. I don't have the link. Avalaura has the link.
Lord help us. He put together the website and he don't have the link. How does that happen?
Hey, I can't do it all. Looking good and driving a car. You got to do something.
Oh, goodness gracious, you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm glad you're excited. We're going to have fun. Yeah, for some of you too, like y'all keep asking me, Avalaura, how are you getting these guests? Avalaura, how are you doing this? Like, this is the time. This is where you get to ask all of those questions. I'm going to answer you.
Yeah. Yep. So at this time, I'm turning the recording off. Boom, boom, boom. Woo! Good people, good people. It's been another phenomenal show. Thank you for being part of the Boot to Boom family. And we look forward to seeing you Monday, May 23rd from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Boot to Boom Masterclass, live streaming 101. Good night.